Ahoy, mateys. Welcome aboard. This is going to be a live stream, certainly way beyond anything I've ever attempted to do. It has nothing to do with me. I'm not here for the glory or the, oh my goodness, you did a eulogy for a fallen matey. No, that's not why I'm here. I'm seriously here because I truly loved Ron. And tonight we're going to try to remember Ron and try to cement what we all knew about Ron in our own ways. And here we are. And I can see that we've got a ton of people on already. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Thank you for coming aboard. I am going to bring people up. The chat is going so fast right now, I can't even keep up with it. Diane is here. Linda Barker. Yeah, Tommy, I can't hardly believe it either. You know, in the scheme of things, yes, we know it happens. It doesn't make it any easier to accept. It just, yeah. As Tommy just said, Ron was a really good person. Yes, he was. I did meet him in person, but I knew him through YouTube. Oh gosh, I want to say maybe 6 years prior to meeting him. 5 years. Let's go with 5. I met him at Ironwood 2024 last year. You know, we've had 2025. So February, let's go back to February of 2024. And that's when I met Ron. And he was exactly as he was on his YouTube live streams. There's Maria. Welcome aboard. I've got a special treat for you coming up, by the way, Maria. I sure hope you can join me in Akron. We got to talk. I have a big gift for you. Anyways, we got to talk. There's Kyle. Welcome aboard. You come with Maria to Akron, please. May 16th. I've already got a site. I got my campsite. I have another campsite. It's available. Please come. All right. Yeah. You will be surprised and happy with what I have in store for you. And we will both enjoy it. So you probably have an idea of what it is. Papa Smurf. I don't know yet. I'm hoping to see Bernae in here. She has the details. And I will bring her up. Yep, Crazy Lacey definitely loved Ron. And he loved her back. That's for sure. Ray Crum, thank you for coming aboard. You guys are, zooming past me before I could even keep up. Pneumatic Rack Pat, thank you. Oh, goodness. Diane Phoenix, you and I both know. That's crazy. What a pain in the ass Texan he was. Oh, God bless him. I'm going to bring up other people here. I'm hoping that Bernae shows up here in a few. What I need to do right now is get this set up there. Now I believe I know how to do it. It's been a while since I've had anybody come up on the screen with me. Yeah, you're right, Diane. I kind of I kind of followed a little bit of your relationship with Ron, and yeah, I know. It was what 2 years ago. I asked you. I said, "Should I go visit him, or do you think I just should leave him alone?" My thoughts were, "Leave him alone. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want anybody to come and see him when he's sick." My father was exactly the same way. And you told me that he's exactly like your dad. I heard earlier today, maybe it was yesterday, um, Tracy, Tumbleweed RV Life, she made the statement that Ron was like a father to her. And you know what? He was a father to many of us. He was like a father to me. He reminded me of my own father. He had that, I don't know, not many people have it. But it's like if you deserved to have a hug, you would get a hug. And if you deserved to have your ass kicked, that's exactly what would happen with Ron. He would kick your ass. Just amazing. You're firing up a cigarette for Ron. You know, I thought about doing that too, but I'd choke to death. Believe it or not, I do have a beer. I probably won't even take a sip of it. Yep, there's Lily. Welcome aboard. He was a father figure. Yep, a lot of people say that. Thank you, Tracy. I'm glad you're here. He really was to many of us. Even when I met him in person, I wanted to call him, "Hey, Dad." While we were feasting on Bernays German chocolate cake at Ironwood 2024. It was incredible. A lot of people, I shouldn't say a lot, but a few people said, "Why are you having this eulogy so late at night?" There's Georgianne. I'm glad you showed up. I knew you would. I knew you said earlier that, oh, it's too late at night. Because it's 1 o'clock in the morning for you people on the East Coast. You know, and here you are. Thank you. Thank you for coming aboard. It means a lot. And I know it means a lot to Ron. He's watching. Okay. There's Traveling Mike. Welcome. Yeah. Yeah, Brene is amazing about that stuff. She really is. I'm hoping she pops in here and I will post the link for her. You know, I'm hoping that Badge will show up. Okay, I'm off course. Kathleen Klein, thank you. Thank you. We will. We will call it a celebration of life. He was. He was larger than life. It really was. Oh, yeah. And there she is. And you did. And that was wonderful. Bernays, you have more information than many of us here do. Are you ready to come up on the screen? Because I'm ready to bring you up. Let me post the link. And you choose. There's the link. I think. There you go. There is the link. Bernays, I'm specifically inviting you. I see you say yes. Ellsworth, Carl, thank you. Yeah. There's going to be so many people commenting. The bee sting. Yes, you're right, Kathleen. I was there. Oh my God, I won't forget that one. So, just to wrap things up a little bit, Uh, People, I've been asked, well, why are you having this so late? Why not? That's what Ron would do. He'd just say, I think I'll go live. It could be 4 in the morning, or it could be 2 in the afternoon, or it could be 9. It could be any time. And he'd go live. There was no announcement. And even during his live, he'd go live, and then all of a sudden he'd go, well, it's time to wrap it up, and boom, he's gone. God love him, you know? There's time for exploring. Welcome. Yeah, I I can't I cannot acknowledge everybody that's here. Yeah, like poof. You're right, Tommy. Like poof. All right. The invitation for Brene is up there. Let's see. I don't see her in the basement yet. But I believe all you got to do is click on that link, Brene, and then I'll be able to bring you up here on the screen. Welcome aboard, Tim. Yeah, that's May 16th, Maria. Stowe, Ohio, actually, is where the campground is. It's a little bit east of Akron, Ohio. So I'll give you more information. Hopefully, you can come down, or maybe you and Kyle can go down. Um, I've got an extra campsite. Hello, come take advantage of it. And yes, I have the karaoke machine. So, and there's some hiking involved. And I'll probably have to work. I don't know. They're changing the schedules on me and everybody else, not just me. Um, I may have to work on Sunday. I'll have to work on Friday and Sunday. So Saturday will be our thing, and you know, we're going to squeeze some karaoke in there somehow, some way. Yeah, pop up live for sure. Oh, I'm looking for Brene. Oh my goodness. I've never had this many people in the live. Yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right, Jeff. He really did that. Yep. Crazy Lacey and Sassy Stacy. Yep. Sassy Stacy, you get smacked. Captain Crack Scratcher. Good one, Maria. We're going to have a blast. I am so looking forward to singing with you. I see Brene in the basement, and here she comes.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I cannot see the chat, so let me know when to stop talking and stuff. Hello, everybody. Um, so yesterday afternoon, I believe it was that I spoke with Darlene. She's on Facebook. If anybody wants to send her a message through Facebook, that is Darlene Darlene Smith Hawkins, and she's again on Facebook. She told me, okay, so we know that when we were on his late lives that he was complaining of a lot of the shoulder pain that was happening to him. And a couple of weeks ago, he wasn't feeling good at all. A lot of pain in the shoulder. You know, when you come down the trailer, there's a couple of steps you take. So he was getting out of his trailer, um, going down the steps, and his knee gave out on him. There was a little hole that his foot got caught, and he fell, causing tear to the other shoulder. So, with the knee and the other shoulder going down, they called the ambulance, took him to the hospital, ran x rays, and doctor told Darlene that he was deteriorating. And so if he could take more x-rays and MRI. She said yes. So they did complete x-rays, MRIs, and found the deterioration, and I guess the knee also. Nothing but cancer all over his body. He
Oh,
had cancer everywhere. And she said that he ended up um he was allergic to morphine. He was not handling the medications very good. Ended up, going to sleep and stood asleep for 9 days until he passed away Saturday morning.
oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And, I think about last year when we were in Ironwood, he
Yeah.
was barely recovering from the kidney operation. So I'm thinking, and this is just my assumption. I'm thinking he knew about his cancer. The family didn't. Darlene said we had no idea of this. So I'm thinking he just kept it all to himself. It could have happened that way. This whole year of 2024, he would come in his lives and not, trying his best to stay on, but really couldn't. I think he just never really fully recovered. And you never really do when there's a massive surgery like the kid.
Correct. Correct.
So I'm just thinking, putting everything together, he was just suffering in silence. And, it's so
God.
hard to hear. It is
Yeah.
hard to hear because you're right. We've known him. I I came on YouTube with everybody in 2021 and RVing with G. I met through RVing with G's live, I think, and Paula's Van Vita Travels. I think that's where I met Ron,
Yep.
and been friends ever since with everybody. And I want to thank everybody for being here. And you guys are just great, And I'm so happy I got to meet him last year. I'm so happy we did that. We were planning on going this year as well.
Yep.
And just getting sick, very sick, we just couldn't do it. But at least we had a chance to meet him.
Yes. Yes. It
And
was a.
Rocky, he was
Oh
with
yeah.
Rocky. So Darlene has Lady.
Okay.
She,
That's
she
what we
has,
were worried about.
yeah. And, right now they're grieving and they're trying to just
Of course. Of course.
um, take it one day at a time. But she did say, there's my Facebook, and she didn't know how to get on his account, on his live channel, I
Well,
guess, to
thank
announce.
goodness, or we might not know.
Yeah.
That is something to think about. Us, all of us, we're not promised tomorrow. So if you have somebody that kind of knows you're a YouTuber, you might want to say, hey, you know what? Here's my password, just in case. I
Right.
don't know. I'm crying and I can't hardly think straight. Tracy, thank you. I love what you put up, Tracy, for Ron. It was awesome. Oh God, it's just been so hard, and it's it's not easy.
No.
Especially if we had known that he was, we knew he had issues, but he wouldn't talk about them. You know what? We were polite enough to not really ask. you know,
Exactly, and I did ask Darlene. We've been with him in his lives and everything. Would you like me to share the information or so much information? That's basically what she told me. So she said, "No, I don't mind you sharing that information."
yes, and I'm
But
I'm I'm
yeah,
appreciative of Darlene for confiding in you. I think Diane Phoenix also spoke with Darlene. I'm not sure, but it doesn't matter. The fact remains is that thank goodness that you guys know what happened and can convey it to us. And we feel a little bit, what do they call that? Closure. We kind of know what happened. Many people don't know what happened to a loved one. And so
Exactly.
the idea of closure, I used to think, well, okay, so they got killed in a car accident. And you don't think so much about it. But then you go, well, why? If you think why, well, then that becomes an obsession of sorts to find out why. And so now we have the blessing of you and Darlene communicating, and now we can be a little bit more at comfort, even though this is hard as hell. Thank you, Ron. Damn it.
I
and,
know
and here we
it's
are. Oh gosh. He
you
was
just never
amazing.
know. You're right. You never
You're right.
know when you're gonna
You're right.
go.
You never know. I,
So grateful for every day, and
yeah,
um, it's gonna
very much.
happen. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, Linda just said it's we've all been wondering what happened. It's so much better to know, and I agree with her, totally. It's I can't put it into words, and you've done a whole lot better. But yeah, eh, yeah, and Roy just said he's on a true adventure now. And I'm gonna cry. I'm sorry. Roy is right. He's on a true adventure.
I know he had plans, or he was mentioning to want to make a trip again,
Yeah,
want to change his van and make another trip. Um, you know, again, just like me, I'm in denial of a lot of a lot of issues. I won't go to the doctor unless I'm absolutely in massive pain, and
I
I
know.
get it. I get it. You
Tina
you
wants
don't.
to kick my ass all the time because I refuse to do what she thinks I should do. And I'm like, nah, I'm fine. I'll go naked and get more sunshine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Exactly. Stubbornness,
Yep.
denial. Uh, you,
Yep.
well, who wants to feel sick? Who wants to recognize that they're sick and have to? Oh gosh, I still try to keep going. You know what I mean? But it is a shocker.
Thank
It's a.
you. Thank you,
I,
RV and with G. He's taking it
oh,
pretty
geez,
hard
here.
too. Yeah, he's here.
Oh,
We've
oh,
we've got we've got we've had
okay.
30 at least in the house, and we're gonna get more. You know, we're gonna get people that hardly knew him. But that's okay. And then those that may not come in will probably do the replay because they're gonna want to know what happened, and that's good. I'm hoping that maybe Badge will stop by. Janice from Oz.
Yes, I wanted to know about Janice, and I know she knows of his passing. I just
Right.
didn't know if she knew to come here. I was
Right.
trying to announce it everywhere I could, or
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah. Timmy, the racing channel, Timmy, he was telling everybody he could possibly tell to come here tonight. And I'm sure that some of them are going to say, yeah, I heard about it from Timmy, and that's good. That's good. Um, it's a blessing to be able to do this, even though it's so hard. It's so hard.
Every night when we were getting ready to go to bed, and you're kicking back and you're unwinding from your day,
Yep.
you got on YouTube, you checked to see who was live, and if Ron was live, you came in
Right.
talking about food, talking about what
Anything.
foods we liked, what
Yeah.
foods we
Anything.
didn't like. Yes, exactly. He was the channel that allowed me, Ron, if you're listening, thank you so much. He
Yes.
was the channel that allowed me to talk about the president and the changes that were happening
There you
and
go.
all the good stuff
Yep.
and
Yeah.
the reality of what was happening.
Yeah. He wasn't scared about entertaining different points of view, even if they didn't agree with his own. He would let people say, well, I feel this way about that, and he'd go, okay, fine. you know? he,
that
he,
voice, that
he,
voice of his, that deep
oh,
voice.
yeah.
Hello,
So
darling.
calming, so Texan, very Texan. God bless Texas. Oh, my goodness. I had a question about how long we're going to be on. I have no idea. I have no idea how long we're going to be on tonight.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go down. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go down so that anybody else wants to come up.
Okay.
Welcome to come up. I will be in the chat.
Thank you, Bernie.
You are
Thank you.
so welcome, and thank you for doing a little tribute here for Ron.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thanks
All
very
right.
much.
Let me go down to the chat.
Okay. Oh, gosh. I can't get my picture back up here. That's good, Diane. I understand. There, I'm finally back. I don't know how I did that, but yeah, we talk about a lot about food, but that's almost common. And I want to say thank you again, Bernie, and the people in chat. I think you're seeing the chat now. Yes, you are. Just I don't know. I I'm ready to break out just gushing tears, even though I've tried to prepare myself not to do that. But it's not easy. Not easy. He was amazing. He was just amazing. And like Bernie was just saying, let's say you get up at 1 o'clock in the morning and you go, well, I got to go use the bathroom. And you get down in the bathroom, you thought, well, I wonder how my video is doing, or I wonder who might be online. Just happenstance. And you go online and there he is. No announcements, no scheduled thumbnails. I almost felt guilty about doing a thumbnail because that's not how he would have done it. He would have just gone live. But in this instance, I thought, you know what? I'm going to go formal. I'm going to go make a thumbnail. And here we are. I don't know if Cookie knows, Carol. I have not heard from Cookie in quite a while. Bernae, I know you know Cookie. Okay, you sent Dale, but you haven't heard back. Okay, I hope he's okay. Yeah. Well, you know what? Gee, you should do your lives again. You had some great ones. Wow. Strong's Adventures is here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. See what I mean? We go back. We go. How's it? Blind Views has that in his what is his intro or his outro? I can't remember. What we do here is go back. We go back. Well, we're going back right now. Yeah, I've been to some of G's lives. Ron's most recent live stream 2 weeks ago. Oh, Linda, thank you. You can't click on it underneath my thing here, but go in the chat and grab that. That was his most recent live stream 2 weeks ago. Wow. Yeah. Oh, Van Life with Gina did talk to Cookie. That's good. That's good. Is I'm going to put the link up here again. Is if anyone wants to come up and say anything concerning their times with um, online or their experiences with Ron, I'm very welcome to have you come up. Let me see if I can do this correctly. Here we go. Post a link, and there it is. Click on that link, and I'll see you in the basement here, and I will bring you up. And you're welcome to say what you felt about Ron and how you feel now. Let it out. We have to let our emotions out. We have to have our own closure. So nomadic pride, I have no idea how long this is going to take. Phil Leo, thank you for coming aboard. Yep, in memory of our friend Ron. That's why we're here. Oh God. Oh. And meanwhile, there's trains in Benson, Arizona. You can probably hear them. Strong's benches. We first met him at the first Lollapalooza. Yes, I wasn't there, but I remember watching Lollapalooza. In fact, that's where I first met you. Oh gosh, you were doing, weren't you doing carrot soup for Lola? Amethyst Haze. Yeah, I understand Amethyst Haze. We can't keep up with everybody, but at least we're having a little bit of a reunion right now. Isn't that bad? We get together when there's a funeral. Come on. We got to stay in contact with each other somehow, some way. Oh, my goodness. Kyle's here. Welcome aboard. Kyle, you got to bring Maria down to Akron, Ohio on the 16th of May. And if you can't do that, she'll come on her own. I have an extra campsite. Georgianne, you know where that is. It's not far from you at all. It's Stowe, Ohio. I can't remember the name of the campsite right offhand. I'll send you information later. But I know we can sneak in a couple. Can't look at bluebells and not think of them. Oh, that's true. That's true. Lily Gypsy Child, I did inform her yesterday that he had passed. But we know that Lily is a king of bluebells. So, yeah. Yep, amazing. Rob, I tell you, you're sitting down and talk with them now. You'll be keeping them entertained for eternity. I love that, Rob. I really love that. He will. He will. He's like, oh, I'll tell you what. I would come into his live stream and he goes, well, hello, Captain Jack. I always felt so welcome, but he did that to everybody. Ladies with Darlene, thank you, Diane. You won't be able to look at a quail with a doohickey. Yeah, he was into those quails for a little while, I remember. Yeah. Something else. Dyson's Crazy Adventure. Yeah, he remembers the quails. He was into the eggs, Oh, man. Oh, yeah, Tommy, he was very, very welcoming to everybody. Oh, my goodness. And as Brene said earlier, we're not promised tomorrow. So I do want to reiterate, I have somebody that will like, what happened? They will tear the earth apart to find out. But we know what? We all need somebody to say, hey, you know, if you don't hear from me for like 3 days, come check on me, you know, just in case. So, Maria, Kyle, Georgianne, and if I don't know if Michelle's in here, but yeah, 16th of May, we're gonna have some fun. Yeah, I don't know how Janice is doing. I hope somebody does, because I know she was almost always on Ron's live streams. Okay, Diane says he's okay. Are you going to have enough warm weather, Tracy, to plant anything up there in Alberta? Oh, gosh. Take their pills. There you go. Yeah, I get that. I get crabbed at. I'm taking my vitamin D. So there. Don't worry about me. What's that one I really like to do? Don't worry about me. I'm okay. Don't worry about me. Yeah, hey girl, how you doing? Yeah. He was good at flirting. Oh my gosh. I thought, man, I wish I had his lines. Yeah, he was good at that. Good old Texan. Good old Texas charm. And as I said earlier, in case you didn't catch it, if you had a hug coming, you were going to get a hug. And if you had an ass kicking coming, you were going to get an ass kicking. There was no in between. No, I'll think about it. No, instant. It was amazing. I think Mike was here earlier. Oh, are you talking traveling Mike? He's here. He was. Hola, Crystal. Yes. Kathleen says, oh, wait, it went by already. You remember in the hospital we were trying to make sure your rig was safe. I do remember. And everybody here watched over me. And I will be eternally grateful. And I feel like in some small way I can give back. But I do know that there will be someone who needs our help. And I hope that I can be a part of that, helping another nomad or a part of this community. I mean, we are, in my estimation, we're like 1,500 strong. We're not here every day. We're not in everybody's lives. We don't always watch everybody's videos, but we are around 1,500 and probably more than that who care about one another. And Ron cared about every one of us. Just amazing. Just amazing. Yeah, I hear you, Lily. I did. I got a hug. Silver Springs Campground and Stove. Thank you. And we need to figure out how to get you there too, Linda. As said, I have extra space already paid for. I'm sure everybody's like, well, isn't that for Tina? Well, no, I didn't get it for Tina. Although it would be nice if she could have come, but no, she has other plans. So I still have an extra available space. So Maria, I know she wants to sing with me, and I want to sing with her. And I know Georgianne would love to come, and if Michelle's available or anybody, come on down. We'll have fun. And I know there'll be a potluck and there's camping. And Sunday, we're going to have church service as well with Tammy and Jeff. So it's just going to be a wonderful meetup in Stowe, Ohio. Harvey with G. I honestly don't know how old Ron was or is, if you will. Brene, how old was Ron? He was 78. Thank you. Thank you, Diane. April 29th. That's coming up right around the corner. Would have been 79 on the 29th of April this year. Amazing. You know what? He lived a good life. And he lived it his way. You know that, Diane. Oh, God, Okay, yeah. Ron was 78. Thank you, Kath. Yep, Mike is still down right across from Roy and Becky. Well, I don't think Becky's back yet. I know where you are, Mike. Alligator Gar. I wouldn't doubt it, Phil. I wouldn't doubt that one bit. Okay, I hear you. Thank you, Strong's Adventure, for coming aboard. We appreciate you, and thank you for honoring Ron tonight. Yeah. You did text Ray. Okay. Yeah. I haven't seen or heard of him in too long. But thank you for doing that, Brene. Thank you. Thank you, G. We love you too. Mrs. Hayes. The weather got crazy in Texas on Saturday night. It's crazy in a lot of places. I know that Ryan Hall's been doing live streams every night. And I believe there's a lot of storms in the Midwest even tonight. I didn't pull up Ryan Hall today, although Tina did send me a link, and he was showing, excessive weather, if you will, in the Midwest, as I call it. Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Michigan. It looked like it was going to, slam everybody. Happy spring. Yeah, I know, Lily. I'm close. Janice, I was hoping you would come by. Thank you. Yeah, yes. May Ron rest in peace. Dearly loved. He can't be replaced. Timmy asked me, he said, well, are you going to take over his slot? And I went, no. Nobody can take over his slot because he didn't really have a slot. He's like, I think I'll go live, and he'd go live. I mean, I've done that a couple times where I just, I think I'll go live, but no, not like he did. No way. There's no replacing Ron. There just isn't. That's like trying to replace other people that we've lost. Sure, there's a Tonight Show, but without Johnny Carson, I will say that somebody actually did come pretty close to keeping it alive, and that was Jay Leno. But No, there's certain people that you just cannot replace. It's just the way it is. They were unique. Your son bought a camper. Oh, fantastic. Site number 24. I will verify that. I will call. I'm going to write it down right now. But I believe I have 23 and you'll have 24. And then we'll throw in Georgianne and Maria and Kyle. I mean, we'll figure it out. But we got 2 campsites. I will be there on the 16th of May. I believe that's a Friday. Thank you, Maria. I can't wait to see you. We're going to fire up the karaoke machine. And maybe we'll get to do some hiking. Floss! Is Floss here? Oh my goodness. Welcome aboard. Well, this is kind of cool. It's sad what we're gathering for, but it's kind of cool to get to see people we haven't seen for a while. Floss and Linda, we're gonna go camping together. Oh, this is gonna be great. Ray, you're in Ohio, aren't you? I can probably get another site. I have no problem with that. I can't do it till Friday, but we can figure it out. Because I don't think all the sites are taken yet. I know we're up on the hill. I've never been there before, but the lady at the city hall, that's how you rent the space. It's owned by the city. She was describing the campgrounds to me. So I know we're up a little bit of ways. It's so good to see you, Janice. Please don't lose touch with us. You're part of our family. Please keep in contact. I know you don't like my videos, but you can come in once in a while and say something. I'm sorry that I'm not doing my regular scheduled videos anymore. In fact, I thought, I'm going to do videos on Sunday nights because, everything else is screwed up. I was supposed to travel on Saturdays and Sunday, and I thought, once I get settled on Sunday night, I'll do a couple hour live stream, maybe do some scratch offs. Well, guess what? They've changed that. I work on Sundays now. Travel, and how am I going to travel? I get Saturday off. I can travel on Saturday. Then I got to work Sunday. Oh, and then I get Monday off. I can travel on Monday, but then I got to be working. I wish I could have 2 days in a row. It ain't happening right now, but hopefully eventually that'll get straightened out. Seeds in the wind. Yep. Yes, YouTube does keep us together. You're right, Rob. Yeah. I hear you, G. Yeah. Well, I'm figuring if I think it was Neil deGrasse Tyson, whatever his name is. I forget who it was. They said if you can make it another 5 years, you'll probably live forever as a cyborg. Well, I got my my pacemaker thing going, and it's supposed to be good for another 8 years, unless they decide to hit the switch. Because I have my own IP address, and then being a cyborg might not be all that bad. I know, Mark of the Beast, all this and that. Man, wait a minute. As long as my soul and my brain, I don't know. I know other people that say, I wouldn't want to live past such and such a age. I want to live. I want to see things happening. I'd love to be still around when they maybe put a colony on Mars or at least the moon. Why not? I don't know. I'd like to be around when they said, oh, well, we'll start building starships in Earth orbit. I don't know. I'm a Star Trek fan, whatever. I think it's possible. I'd like to be around to see it. The Ohio meetup is March 16th. So I think that's Friday. So 16th, 17th, 18th. I'd have to pull up a calendar, but well, maybe I can. Yes, you're absolutely right, Tommy. He did a lot. You know, he built kayaks out of wood. I've seen some of them, not in person, but on his films. Oh my. Oh my. Talk about a master craftsman. Incredible. Okay. Calendar. That's April. Okay, 16th. Yeah, 16th is a Friday. So 16th, whatever time you can get there. And so 17th and 18th. And of course, 17th is the bigger day, if you will. We are going to have on the 18th, Sunday, there will be a church service. I think we might be having a pancake breakfast. And believe it or not, even on Sunday, Tammy and Jeff are going to have a place where we can go hiking. This is all optional. You don't have to do any of this. There's also kayaks for those people who maybe want to go kayaking. It's mostly hiking is what Jeff and Tammy have figured out, but there's still lots to do in the Cuyahoga Falls area. So I plan on being there on Friday, even though I have to work until 8 o'clock at night. But I'll be, work. I'm on the phone sitting on my ass, so I can at least say hi to people once in a while. And then Saturday, hiking and yeah, it's going to be fun. I don't know if I'll have a chance to make any kind of a dish, but I'll at least bring potato chips, some Coca-Cola. I don't know. I'll give something to the potluck. So yeah, Friday, May 16th through Sunday, the 18th of May. And that's in Stow, Ohio, Stow. And if you call the Stow Chamber of Commerce, let me tell you, go to the Vanilla Gorilla, the Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. That is Jeff and Tammy's channel, and they're the hosts. If you go to them, you can get a lot better information than what you can get from me. I'm just a pirate that's going to show up and have a couple campsites. It'll be fun. I'll be out of the desert. It'll be fun. All right. I got to scroll down. Ray can join. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Come on, Ray. And you're not that. I think you're in Ohio, Columbus, somewhere. Absolutely. Come on over. Yes, this is the first meetup, Tommy. And I don't think you're too far away either. Maybe we'll get 3 or 4 campsites and we'll double up and we're going to have a ball. Especially when Maria shows up and blows us away with her singing. Oh my goodness. the Hinckley Reservation, just one town over from Linda, and Linda's going to be there. We're going to have a blast. We are going to have a blast. Welcome back, Jeff. Lynn Nioki, welcome aboard. Bar Forge is having a Ohio meetup. Oh, I did not know that. Did not know that. But Georgianne has talked about maybe having an Ohio meetup too. This meetup that we're doing in Akron. Well, actually Stowe, which is just a little bit east of Akron, barely. I mean, Stowe is basically a suburb of Akron. Anyways, it's not the Ohio 25 meetup. I mean, it may grow into that someday. But no, this is just a small meetup with Tammy and Jeff. So it's going to be fun. It'll be fun. It's a small meetup, but the more the merrier. For those who like to hike, but there'll be other events and things going on, so it'll be a nice meetup. Kathy says, suggestion, be old school and write your contacts in a notebook in case your phone takes a dump. Yes, let's all listen to Kathleen. She's right. Now, let's listen to Tina. Stop procrastinating. Do what Kathleen says. Please don't listen to me. Don't follow me by example. Please don't do that. Bob has a better voice without auto-tune than 99%. Yeah, it's absolutely true. That's absolutely true, Phil. She has a range. Oh my. I love singing with her. We did a duet a couple years ago. Linda can tell you. We did Islands in the Stream, the Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton version. Oh, man, we had so much fun. It was amazing. Yeah, I've lost my phone to Camp Lake. Thank you, Tracy. Okay, it's got to get to bed. Yeah, I'm getting there at that point too. I have to be to work in 13 hours. Yes, Todos Santos. All right, we will remember. Yeah, I know you'll be putting out videos and stuff too, so we'll be all right. We'll stay in touch. I know you're on Facebook every now and then too, so that helps. Thank you, La Gringa Van Life. Thank you. Yes, fly high, Ron. Oh yeah, fly high, Ron. Rest in peace. All right. Yeah, every time you get a new phone. I hear you, Roy. Oh, thank you, Phil. Yeah, we had Maria and I are kind of like on the same wavelength when it comes to singing. We enhance each other, and it's magic. It works, And there's so many songs that we could do a duet to. There are songs that were possibly solo, but Maria and I know how to break it down and make it into a duet, or still make it a solo, but we're singing it together. Yeah, we're good. I got some songs, Maria. Oh, there you are. I got some songs, Maria, that we got to do. We got to do some Peter Gabriel. We've got to do some Pink Floyd. There's some songs. Oh, and by the way, I haven't done it yet, but I will be. It's on my list. on my don't procrastinate list. Before I get to Ohio, there will be no ads on my YouTube subscription. So when we do go to uh, Bluetooth the YouTube to the karaoke speaker or speakers and hopefully broadcast to a TV. By the way, I haven't bought a TV yet. We'll see how that goes for the follow the bouncing ball. But at least it won't happen like it did at Ironwood. I'm trying to do karaoke and I'm streaming Bluetooth to the speakers for the song via karaoke, and all of a sudden a YouTube ad pops up. Oh my God. Talk about ruining a song because YouTube's got to have an ad in there. Horse shit. So I'm doing what Timmy told me a long time ago. Go with, I think it costs like $12 a month. No ads. No ads on the YouTube. So it's worth it to me to not have an ad show up in our karaoke events. Yeah, when you think of somebody, call them. You're right. You're right, Trace. It's the Holy Spirit. Yes. I've had that happen, Tracy. I really have. You've got YouTube Premium. Well, that'll help. I'm going to have it too. We'll have, redundancy built in. And please bring your laptop because yours seem to work a lot better. By the way, I have the that cord that we needed. What's it called? It's that cord that goes from the computer to the television, HDMI, or I don't know what it's called, but I have one. Ron's daughter is keeping lady. That's cool. Thank you, Maria. I am so looking forward to seeing you. It's going to be a blast. Yeah, thank you, Phil. All right. We've been on just over an hour. Yeah, I hear you, Lily. I wouldn't say that I did a great job here because I didn't. But I'm glad that over 40 people have been able to come in here and say something about Ron. And that makes it special. And I know that there's more than 40 people because some people are going to watch the replay. Then there are some people that are going to say, well, I was here, but I just didn't say anything. But they have their own feelings about Ron as well. So, a pirate umbilical cord. Good one, Phil. Yep. And you know what? I am sure if we have a good signal at Stowe, Ohio, at the meetup with Jeff and Tammy, we'll do a live stream. We're not shy. I did talk to Sonia about why the acoustics were so crappy at the last couple the Michigan meetups. I think I may have a solution on how to cure that as well. Maybe the Akron, Ohio one will be our experimental, say, okay, this is how we're going to do the acoustics. We'll see. Thank you, Lily. I really appreciate that you come aboard. And yes, and Floss, thank you. Thank you for coming aboard. Ron was amazing. Thank you, Kathleen. I can't. I almost feel like I shouldn't stop, but yes, I need to. I don't think I could do much more. I really, really want to thank Brene for coming up and explaining to us what happened. Thank God. So, what's Linda saying? Yeah, La Fortuna. That's true. This is the van that I'm driving right now is La Fortuna 4.0. And she's not getting her Arizona plate, not this time around. There's reasons, but we're okay. We're all legal beagle. State of Arizona is amazing. They gave me a 90-day plate, a temporary 90-day plate. I'm good until July 14th. That's my mom's birthday. All right. Thank you, Lily. Thank you. Yes, do a replay if you want more information. When Bernae was on, she'll tell you what happened. All right, wet willies for everyone. Oh, amazing. You know, the only person we haven't heard from tonight is Bads, but you know, he might be lurking. Oh, goodness. His shorts. Armani. Yeah, I know. Maybe now that I'm working, I have a little bit extra play money. We can plug in a better Wi-Fi microphone or whatever. Troy asshole, thank you for coming aboard. You'll have to watch the replay to find out what happened to Ron. It was at the very beginning of this live stream, roughly a little over an hour ago. So he called you up for lurking in the chat. Yeah, that's something. How did he know that you were lurking? I don't know who's lurking. I show 28 on the screen right now, but there could be 48 in here for all I know. How do you know when somebody's lurking? Yep. Yeah, we're all going to miss Ron. Till Valhalla, Ron. Rest easy, yes. All right, I'm going to call it. I can't go any longer. Thank you. Thank you, Renee. Thank you, Janice. Oh, yes, much love to our community. Thank you, Kyle. No cognition during comment. Oh, my goodness, my goodness. Ray, thank you. All right, rest in paradise. You guys are terrific. And with that, I'm going to say, I miss you, Ron. Damn it, Ron. I miss you. Rest in peace, buddy. God bless Texas. Good night, everyone.